Hi everyone. This is a tutorial for how to prepare your lab report on Microsoft Word. So let's begin. My tablet is down here, so I'm going to start look at it. All right. So you're looking at the screen now. So this is Microsoft Word. So of course, this is the post-lab report for infrared spectroscopy assignment, but it can be any assignment. So anyways, if you are typing in, if you're doing calculations, of course, you can just type in if you want. So in this case, 7 times 2, then, plus 2, and then divided by, minus 14, the whole thing divided by 2, all right? And you can just type in directly. That part is probably fine. Another, if you really want to be fancy, of course, you can use an equation editor by going into Insert and then Equations. So you can actually use that equation editor if you really want to. You don't have to, but insert new equations, and then you can just type in something like, so something like that, and then just type in 2 plus 2 divided by 2, but then the whole thing, so it's going to be something like this, minus 14, and then you can just go down and then equal sign, and then you can just type that in. All right, so you can certainly do that. Of course, when you come down to what type of bond, so if you want to put, this looks like, well, let's look at it a little bit bigger. So this looks like 16, 17, so like 16, 17, 50 or something. So this looks like in a strong peak, so it's going to be probably a C double bond O. So how do I do it? Just go to Insert. So you already identified C double bond O. Of course, you can write it by using drawing tool and click on it, and you can just go C double bond and O. You could use directly, write, the drawing tool and use touchpad. You can certainly do that, but again, your handwriting probably doesn't come out nice. So the neater way to do it would be going to Insert and then go to a text box and draw text box. I'm going to draw a text box just right here. And then I'm just going to type in C double bond O. Well, of course, O, right? C double bond O. Of course, it's not showing up because I don't have the bond in the box large enough. So of course I put 2 O's here. So I'm just going to make it C double bond O. Now notice that it's written on top of the peak, which may not be desirable. So one thing you can do is you can just go to right button mouse it and then go to a format shape. And when you go to format shape, then you have all these options. So in this case, fill, no fill, and then no line. So notice that when I actually fill, no fill, you would see this part right here, it's no fill. So now the background is not filled. And of course, right now I have a box here, which is still not desirable. So because it doesn't look neat. So one thing I can do is going back, click on it, and then no line. And there, when you actually draw it, so now it's the object is still here, but you can now move this, and I'm just gonna go like this, C double bond O. Of course, you can change color as well if you want to. Right now it's it's black, but you can change this color to like red if you want to. Of course, and right here, it looks like 1, 2, 3, 4. This looks like CH peak, and of course you can go to Insert, and of course that's gonna be cumbersome. I can go into text box, and you can do that, and then I have to retype it again. So one thing you can do is you can just click on the object, and then just right button mouse it, and copy, and just go up here, and then right button mouse it, and then paste. So now you have C double bond O listed, but of course you can just change this to CH, but then of course I'm gonna put SP3, and of course it's not showing up. So I'm gonna actually, make it slightly bigger, right? But of course this doesn't look still great either. I'm gonna actually change the size to maybe something like maybe 10. Right, and SP3 is, again, it's SP3 hybrid orbital, so SP3, so you can highlight and then hit command, or in this case, you can just hit, and then you can just change the size to superscript, so then SP3, so that way it looks a little bit neat, right? So again, the button superscript, subscript is here. So that's how to do it. And then you can just scroll down. Next question. Again, you can see this one, you can calculate, but that's how to prepare, and you can just write it directly. Structure-wise, of course, you can always draw a structure by insert, and then you can just, draw a shape if you want. Certainly there are a bunch of, chemically relevant shapes like that. Let's say 5-membered ring, you can do that if you want. And then, of course, right button mouse it. Of course, this is not like 5-membered ring. I'm just drawing it. But let's say, format shape. And then, no fill, right? And then, and I think it's probably good enough. Color probably be good with black, maybe. That's what it looks like. And then I can just go back. Let's say if I want to draw something, I'm just going to right button mouse it. Again, copy. And then now command paste, all right? So I'm just going to bring this, let's say, I'm going to just bring it like this. And then let's say I'm going to go like this and rotate maybe. Right, and just rotate, and then I can just attach this something like this if I want to, right? There, you can do that. Of course, this, what if one of these is nitrogen or something? Of course, you can do that by, control, again, I'm just going to paste. I just brought one control paste. I'm going to change this, I don't know, something like maybe nitrogen or something if you want. And then I'm going to just place this into appropriate size, and then you can just bring that over here. Of course, this doesn't really give you a good, like, it's like overlapping. So of course, I can change this into a, maybe the background solid fill, or text box, solid fill with maybe color. Well, it's a text box. How about the box itself? Instead of no fill text option, so now I'm going to go to the shape option, solid fill. Of course, we don't want black. I'm going to change that to white. And then I'm going to just change this appropriately size-wise. And then I'm just going to go like this right in the middle somewhere, maybe, a little bit better balanced. Maybe I have some extra space here. Make this slightly smaller, maybe. Maybe size 10. And then there, you can just have n right in the middle, right? Something like that. So again, so you can draw your, a structure by just using the drawing tool, insert, and then shape.